But they still did something else too, to double check.
Yes, and you know what? The spear wound is mentioned only in John. So people say, well, yeah, John, the most doubted of the four Gospels. But you know what? We have several other sources, secular, non-Christian, outside the Gospels, for piercing bodies. It's sort of like the centurion says, he's not getting down on my watch. This is between me and him. If I have to report to Pilate or whomever, it's not going to be because I wasn't watching.
Yeah.
This guy's going to be dead.
So what did he do?
They stabbed him in the side, and by far the leading medical view, it talks about blood and water, and the thinking is one of two things: is that in a horrible beating, you can get pleural effusion, which involves the lungs, and the lung cavity fills with the bloody water, and it collapses, and you can't. That's one way you don't breathe. The other thing is that around the heart there's a sac. It's called the pericardial sac, and there's actually two real thin ones, but it holds a liquid. And there's not a whole lot of cc's there, but there's a little bit of liquid. And so the thought is, again, these folks are soldiers. They know where to stab. Either the water came from the pleural cavity from the lungs that were about ready, probably he was already dead according to the report, so they're already given out. And if you're going to pierce that wafer-thin pericardium, it would be virtually impossible to pierce the pericardium and not pierce the heart. It's like if you stick a sword through two sheets of paper, is it going to go through all the way, or is it going to stop? Well, what's going to stop it? It's soft tissue. So the spear, well, as the Journal of the American Medical Association article said about 30 years ago that was published, they said he was dead when the spear entered his chest. If he wasn't, the spear certainly would have done the job.
Yeah, and the scholars that used to say that something happened like that, he got off the cross, now even guys like John Dominic Crossan, Bart Ehrman, what do they say now?
None of the guys of that stature question this. In fact, John Dominic Crossan and his, I don't want to say sidekick, but two of the major founders of the Jesus Seminar, the late Marcus Borg, John Dominic Crossan, they both said very similar words: the fact that Jesus died by crucifixion is as sure as any fact in the ancient world.
Yeah, and what did Bart Ehrman say?
Bart Ehrman says we have 15 authentic sources, and it's one of his two major facts that we can know about Jesus, that he died by crucifixion.